After a cancelled flight, a day in Buenos Aires, and a few hours at the end of the world, I joined the divergent travelers aboard the Ultramarine, an expedition ship en route to the 7th continent, Antarctica.
I think I see ice.
After almost 2 years of waiting, it's finally happening. I was finally going to Antarctica.
I don't know why I'm getting close yet.
The voyage begins with a 2-day crossing of one of the world's most treacherous sea passages, the Drake Passage.
I already have like a brain freeze.
Will we be in for a Drake shake?
I'm still trying to find my sea legs.
Or a Drake lake?
Good start. Good start.
I really had no idea what I was in for.
Balcony. Balcony. We got a balcony. I can't believe this.
Unbeknownst to me,
It's getting real.
this was the trip that would change me forever.
Oh my god, they're jumping in the water!
But that was for future Tatiana to find out.
It's right there. It's right there. We're in the room and it is better than what I expected. I didn't think we were gonna get a balcony. Like I thought it was just gonna be a window because I paid for like a little bit cheaper option, but balcony. We got a balcony. I can't believe this. This is so exciting. We'll do a tour later, like a full tour later. Yeah, this is gonna be cozy. This is gonna be really, really cozy. So we get jackets, these beautiful free jackets, and they're also gonna provide us with boots, but we don't get to keep the boots. But that's all right. It was also just nice not to have to like pack a big parka. But this is a really nice jacket. I'm so upset that it's probably gonna get stained. This is it, folks. They're casting the lines. So we're gonna go to the deck and watch. Oh, I'm so excited.
I've been contemplating all my time.
I don't know why I'm getting
Thoughts make me tired, just running through my mind.
This was it. After almost 2 years of waiting, we were finally setting off.
Time for our first meal. I'm actually starving. We had like these giant sandwiches on the plane. They were questionable, not that great, so I'm excited for some real food. I don't feel like I belong here, you know? Like I feel really out of place. It's just finished dinner and now we're doing boot sizing. So we have to make sure that our jackets fit and then our boots fit, and I got my usual size, which is size 7, but I think I'm gonna go down a size because they're a little bit big. So boots are covered. Now we have to like Drake Passage proof this room. If you've never heard of the Drake Passage is the passage that we have to take from like mainland South America to Antarctica.
Sometime between 10 and midnight, we will begin to exit the Beagle Channel and you will begin to feel motion.
And it's quite volatile. Even in summertime, the waves can be quite gnarly. And from our talks earlier today, it's not gonna look terrible, but there are gonna be waves. So they gave us some tips. The one being putting all electronics onto the ground, because there's a pretty good chance that if you don't put it on the ground, the Drake Passage will do it for you. The last thing that we have to do is we have to make sure that these bad boys are all pushed in.
That evening, all I could think about was what kind of Drake Passage we would encounter. I low-key was hoping for a Drake shake, but alas, there was only a few hours of big rolling waves in the middle of the night before awakening to a much more mild Drake Passage.
Good morning, everyone. We're currently in the Drake Passage. My roommate's still sleeping, so I wanted to give her some space. Now we're just gonna wait for a few presentations. Two days of crossing the Drake Passage until we actually reach mainland Antarctica. So it's gonna be good. It's gonna be good. I'm still trying to find my sea legs. So I was just at the gift shop. I got my gift cards. These are really nice gift cards, and they actually weren't that expensive. It was like $4 for $5, which I think is a great price. So yeah, better than any of the postcards that I saw when we were in Ushuaia. So
please join your ornithologist, Fabrice Genevois.
The first day on the Drake was alright. It wasn't rough sailing per se, but the swells were big, causing a few people to unfortunately get seasick. I am one of the lucky few who is not affected by motion sickness.
I've been out here for a minute trying to collect a time lapse of the swells, and I already have like a
Well, you'd think there was lots of downtime during the crossing. There wasn't. Between meals, the day was filled with presentation after presentation. Some optional, others mandatory, like the biohazard check.
So we're on our way to do like a biohazard check where the guides are gonna go through all our stuff and make sure that we don't have any organic matter on them, and then if we do, clean them off or vacuum them out. And yeah, just that way we're not tracking anything that's not supposed to be in Antarctica to Antarctica, since it's such a sensitive ecosystem, and we want to also keep it as raw and wild as we can. So yeah, let's go do this. I heard whispers that people already have seen penguins jumping in the water, so I am on the lookout. I'm ready. I'm ready to see me some penguins. Ooh, it's getting real.
That evening, everyone gathered in the Ambassador Theatre for a toast with the captain and a meet and greet with all the crew.
I'm so glad to see you here, because you're a group of special people.
This is Ross. I'm from Cambridge in the UK.
The trip was already going so well, and we hadn't even reached Antarctica yet.
Okay, so we've been on this boat for like not even 24 hours, and I am consistently blown away by the service. They like set our beds all nice, and they close our curtains, and they leave like, I'm blown away. It's so calm today, folks. It's so calm today. What a beautiful morning to wake up to. I mean, yesterday, it's not like it wasn't a beautiful morning. It was the whole time a different experience. You can see how treacherous the Drake Passage can be. So you never really think that it can be this calm, but I'm telling you, it's like, it's so peaceful. And the sun is beautiful. I truly thought we were gonna get the Drake Shake, but I'll take this. This is awesome. Not only that, we were able to move faster to get to Antarctica sooner than anticipated, or I guess right on target. And anything could change at the drop of a hat, but it's a good start. Good start.
A good start indeed. It was such a wonderful morning. And right when I didn't think it could get any better, moments later, a whale crossed the bow of the boat.
It's right there. Oh my God.
Little did I know yet that this was going to be a reoccurring theme on this trip.
Oh my God, they're jumping in the water! So I think I see ice. It's something white in the distance. I think I see ice.
Our first iceberg was seen. And in fact, we have our second still in view at approximately 3 o'clock to the ship on the starboard side.
It was ice! Our first iceberg of the trip. Even though it was way off in the distance, you can still understand the sheer magnitude of icebergs. It was becoming real. We pressed on into the afternoon, and eventually, a special announcement came on.
We are continuing to assess conditions for a potential bonus activity here this afternoon in the South Shetland Islands.
Yeah, we made it!
Continue to navigate around.
I saw a whale this morning, I saw penguins swimming this morning, and there's a really, really, really good chance we're actually going to get out on the water today, which isn't something that always happens because it's just all weather dependent, you know. So we're praying that it remains like this. Oh, this is just such a good day, and it's only day 2. So I put this sunscreen like stick stuff on my face, and now I think I put way too much. I thought you like applied the stick where it's supposed to go, but oh gosh. I just look like a ghost now.
It was time. They lowered the Zodiacs in the water, and before we could go out, the guides had to do a minor recon mission to make sure it was all good for us to go out.
It's right there. It's right there.
Please make your way down to deck 2.
That's us! It's time to go!
We remind you to have your waterproof parka, waterproof pants, boot,
I'm not ready.
light jacket.
I'm probably gonna cry.
Here we are, South Shetlands. South Shetlands, known for shitty weather.
Our first penguin on land is so cute.
Right here, and then on the other side of those elephant seals, there are some penguins. Both Gen 2 and Chinstrap. There's some red flags that are crossed. That's the boundary of this.
Just running through my mind. Wonder if there's peace I could find.
I didn't film a ton, as I wanted to experience my first moments not through a camera lens. That, and it took a moment to find my footing, trying to maneuver in the boots and all the layers, as well as my camera gear. It was a bit cumbersome. I hadn't figured out a system yet, but that didn't put a damper on things. And even if it did, penguins seemed to make everything better. It was a short yet good visit ashore.
We're gonna head back now. First time notes, I would say, try to bring less, because bringing more stuff means you have to carry around more stuff, and it gets extremely cumbersome. This place is actually really hard to photograph, to be able to really capture like what you feel, and then also the intricacies of like the animals. It's actually quite difficult. Another thing is like there's so many limitations now that like you can't put a tripod down, you can't lie down, you can't even kneel, you know, and so what you can do in terms of photos becomes limited, but that also means constrictions for more creativity. I'm headed back to the boat. I'm cold, I'm leaving. I'll see you probably at dinner.
Well done. Oh, that's nice.
So I woke up this morning and looked out the window to this. Oh wow, look how pretty! Or sorry, saw a whale. Oh, I'm so overwhelmed.
Are you having a good time? Yes, of course.
Polar history tool, please feel free and come and ask. If you have questions about regular history, keep it to yourself. Thank you.
I was gonna ask you if you were pooping, and then.
And I just have one final thing to say to you.
I'm just testing the sound here. Are you recording to my camera? Please say you're recording to my camera. I'm really upset.